Hey, what's going on, guys? MimNickQ37B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. We head to now the second season of our NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series campaign. But before we even kick off to the new campaign, we're jacking up, because I have a feeling that we're going to be doing a very good season this going forward. I have a really good feeling about the season. We're no longer playing on easy mode. We're cranking this all the way up. We're gonna go all the way to 105 here and just be on our way. Of course, I'm just afraid of once we get our new stuff along the way, we're gonna be too overpowered, and I don't want to have the same thing happen with the modified series. So we're just, as a fail-safe, we're just gonna crank that Soldier Boy all the way up to 105 before we hit to the postseason. So, as we know from last time, Travis Quapple has won the championship with Rich Pickle picking up the win at the end at Homestead after we kind of did a favor with him and Bobby Donner. Of course, due to budget constraints, despite you just sponsoring the whole series, we'll not renew our contract. Fair enough. Oakley, so trucks aren't easier as you thought it would be, huh? It's about to be a lot harder. We've been having some trouble ourselves getting into Winter Circle, but with you as our driver, we think we can make it twice. If you do, we'll pay you 175 grand. That sounds pretty good to me. It's great to watch you work your way through the ranks last season. If you think you can place in the top 20 next year, we'd like to offer you a sponsorship of $90,000. Give us a call. Well, Mr. Connor, I don't think I want to have that. I think we're gonna do fine with the 2 wins here. I think we'll do fine, absolutely. So even though the livery is absolute dog shit, and well, seriously, what's going on here with this? We have red to orange, which is okay, which is pretty cool, the gradient, but the purple, of course, being my favorite color and all, it's just, I don't feel like, I mean, if it was just pure orange and maybe like a Halloween-esque side of thing, like maybe it would be better, but the biggest problem I have with the livery is, you can see it, right? Of course you can't. The number is not there on the sides. You can't even see the number. It's 288. Compared to this one, you can see it's a 281. Like, this is good contrasting. This is not good contrasting. And the sad part is we can't even change the number color. I mean, we're gonna go with the Oakley sponsorship, of course. Of course, we ran a few modified races last season. Of course, we're not gonna sign anything here. We're just gonna keep our other stuff here. That little sponsor that we have there. So modifieds are still there. And of course, the Dirt Series is won by Matthew Cato, of course. So we have $275,000 to work with. We could, in theory, get a new, honestly, a new engine too. We could even get the best motor we want, but we don't want that. We're actually saving up. We're actually saving up for this. It's gonna be 300 pounds lighter, yes, and a much amount of grip. But of course, that's something that we definitely need, though. Hopefully, we get it in time for Darlington for our episode that we have here. And as our employees, we still got the best of the business. We're not going with anybody else. So with that being said, anyway, let's get right into Daytona, and we'll see you guys on the track. Okie dokie, as far as the setup's concerned, not much has really changed, I want to say. But I know y'all didn't have a chance to look at it for a while, but honestly, I think I'd left these kind of all at default, really. Except for the tires. You want to have all 4 tires at the highest possible value, which is 50 in this game. So you definitely want to have that. It's for all like NASCAR Heat and Dirt to Daytona. You definitely want to have that. I changed the gear ratio, of course, a little bit. I had it at 1.00 for a while. It's because we just didn't have the red line at the time, and the final gear is there essentially. Grill tape, I brought it back down from 40 to 30. To help us out with not like overheat. I had a sneak peek of what we had for qualifying, and I'm going to show you guys this here. This is the best lap we've done last season. This is when you have like a whole bunch of draft and all. I'm going to show you why qualifying is going to be absolutely pointless in a really good second here. So we're going to do our qualifying run. We're actually going to be the first one out, but we're gonna say no to qualifying though. We're not going to waste too much time here. As you can see, 47 6s, 48 2s. We were not even going to be anywhere close. So it's kind of like NASCAR Heat 5 and 4 and all the other like modern Heat games where if you set the difficulty to highest, like plate qualifying is actually impossible. So I'm not even going to bother with that. So it's better off if we do it like that. So we're just going to start in the back of the pack in our Season 2 opener, Daytona.
Welcome to the Sunshine State and the birthplace of NASCAR, Daytona Beach, Florida. Since 1959, a driver's career can be made or broken at Daytona International Speedway. The 2.5-mile tri-oval has served as a proving ground for some of the greatest names in racing. 31 degrees of banking in the turns and incredible speeds on the straightaways have led to the inclusion of restrictor plates here. Aerodynamic drafting has become a must-have skill in order to stay with the pack and master Daytona.
I am looking forward to this new season. I know we have a lot on our plate with now being the difficulty being at 105. Are we biting off more than we can chew? Probably not. I have a good feeling about these first two races, especially seeing how Daytona we did quite well, and Darlington we had a great run until the engine decided to run rough, and unfortunately we did not get the finish that we deserved in terms of like even the game just like throwing out a caution for us. We were not a second to last place car at Darlington. We were like probably a top 10 car right out of the gate at Darlington. So we're hoping the next race at Darlington as well we'll be contending for the win. We're hoping for it, even with the highest difficulties, because we're hoping to make enough money to get that new suspension here today. So 26 laps are here today. We have about a 12 lap window for coming down pit road. I'm actually going to change to this camera angle here because I actually like this kind of angle when I'm trying to race the super speedways in this game, or like. I always like this camera angle as a whole. It's like an underrated camera angle. I like this chassis camera angle for it's just like a bit out of place to have it, but it's like very effective. Like I could actually see my tires as well, like being close to the other drivers. Anyway, we're trying to hold on to this spot here and be slingshotting everybody. Rich Bickle had a really bad start. We run it in the back of him. We check for damage, but yeah, we have a little bit of aero damage there. We already have a little bit more there. We're just trying to clear it at 264, and we do. We're going to be 3 wide again. So yeah, we have a long way to go, as you know already. Starting from dead last all the way up to P28, trying to get even more and more, trying to utilize any sort of draft we can. If we have to bully people out of the way, we will.
Still there.
Whoa.
Clear high. All clear.
So a little bit of a downside to the that camera angle there is sometimes I might be a little too aggressive there, as Rich Bickle's stuck in the back now. So I might be back here, or like when I'm trying to get to like drafting up to like close to somebody, we'll change back to the other camera angle. I mean, we'll have to fix the damage, there's no big deal. All right, back to where we were. No, hopefully no more mistakes anyway going through up there. The whole pack is close together. It's really, really close. This is what I kind of expected from the get-go here with the 105 here, is to make every one of these trucks like close together. So far, like this is what the racing in this game should be all about at Daytona. Look at this, almost 3 wide everywhere around the racetrack. All these lanes are working because these trucks are so aero dependent.
Still there.
I'm not like directly towards anybody's. Oh, okay. That was a good move there. I definitely don't want to try the middle, but we're doing it anyway. I am slowly regretting that decision. I should just listen to myself. We're actually gonna try to back off here and get back to the inside line. We have a long way to go. We have like 9 laps worth of fuel left, and we also have to do like 2 pit stops this race. I don't think I plan on taking tires this race at all, but if any, we'll probably just do it once, and that's about it, because we're going to be doing a splash and go in our second stop anyway. The way our fuel cycle and fuel multipliers have worked out this season anyway.
Still there.
We have it set to 3x, of course, and 20. You know, the very long race is considered 25%, so we got that going for us. Already inside the top 15, working our way forward. We're just passing one of our biggest underdogs of the whole series so far, Pat Hurley, who had a great top 5 run at Kansas. He was legitimately leading at one point. So that was awesome stuff, awesome sauce there. As we got both the Bobby Hamilton trucks who started in the front row, Bill Lester and Bobby Hamilton falling all the way back. I guess they must have not had a good start there. We're inside the top 10.
Still there.
We're almost there towards the lead pack here. That's why I haven't cut anything off yet, because there's we ran our fastest lap ever. Like, yeah, this is what I mean about like having they have the speed set on like how fast they go. And this is obviously the fastest like racing we've had like all season long. We're going like nearly 190 all the way around the racetrack. So you definitely don't want to lose the draft here, as we're going to go 3 wide with Setzer and Crawford. Crafton's leading the race, but he's going to be challenged for the lead pretty soon by the likes of us and maybe even Jason Small. But Jason Small is falling back because we're the ones taking the inside line here. Crafton is leading the way. We gotta want to make sure that he doesn't keep leading the race here. We're trying to compete for a championship here. Crafton giving us a slipstream here. Do we have enough speed to actually make a move on the inside? We do, but he cuts us off. Our oil temp is at a perfect 205. It's exactly what I wanted it to be, so I don't want to adjust the grill tape at all, so we're fine with what we got. Now I can actually go back to this camera angle here, and now I'm more comfortable back with this camera angle again. So we're just behind Matt Crafton. And who's behind us now? Oh, Bill Lester made his way back up to third. So he has a fast truck, and we're trying to make sure we have a little bit of a faster truck ourselves. We're going to try to make a move on the inside of Matt Crafton. We're going to go back to our normal camera angle here, and we're going to try to take the lead of the race here at Daytona, and we do. For the first time ever, I think, at Daytona, we're leading here. I don't remember if we led our rookie race at all or not, but we're going to go back to the Pied Piper simulation here, from the bottom to the top. I just want to lead this one lap. That's all I care about.
Ready to go.
We have Randy McDonald already coming back out of the pits. What is going? I had no idea the pit cycle was even happening. I'm not sure what that 72 truck is doing there, but he doesn't know. Like, we kind of have. Oh, we actually kind of broke away from like most of the pack, I think, because. Or is that the render distance from the mirror that can only go back so far? I can't tell. But yeah, we're still leading the way over Bill Lester and Jason Small. Pat Hurley's back up here, the underdog of last season anyway. He's trying to make his name for himself too in that 218 truck. He's working quite wonders though. He had a top 5, I think, at Kansas or last season, where he was actually legitimately leading. We're just trying to make sure we stay in the front of the pack, but we have Jason Small trying to make a run on the outside. We're staying committed to this bottom lane here because that's where we kind of want to be. We're going to go back to the middle briefly before going back to the inside lane. What's our fuel situation look like? We have 4 laps to go worth of fuel. It might go down to 3. All right, it just turned 3 right off of turn 2. So in about 2 laps, we're gonna have to come down pit road, and we're gonna have to pit on lap 11 here. Yeah, there goes most of the pack down there. They're making their strategy call now. Meanwhile, we have a 3-truck pack of ourselves trying to get work with Bill Lester here and Lance Norick. Some other trucks are like 3 seconds behind. I guess they lost the pack, I would say. We have a straggler up here, a little one car. I guess it's a fantasy truck. I can't even tell, but we're definitely going to have to pit this lap. Pit this time, box. Yes, I know about the fuel being low. Time to come on down pit road. This is definitely a fantasy truck. I think it's a 221. It is. All right, so we got to come down pit road this time. Pitting this time.
Slow down.
I slowed down too much. All right. So this is our only time of taking 4 tires. This is it. This is the only time we're going to take tires in this entire race. So we had a great first stint. Last to first, almost immediately. Now we need the pit crew to do their thing. All right, my pit time was a little off, mainly because of the damage that we sustained, but we should be easily ahead of everybody else that's now, because we just passed both of them. We're right back in the race lead once again. I guess I spun my tires there. That was that was embarrassing. We're gonna merge back off of turn 1 because we can AI do it. So apparently we have a 2-second lead over Bill Lester. Man, the pit crew really cooked today. But them two are gonna really catch back up to us really quickly here because we're all by ourselves. We have the company. The company. Yes, we have company. Not we are the company. We have the company. And Pat Hurley, even after the pit cycle, he's back up to 4th. Look at them go. Look at that 218 go. Definitely an underdog story for him, of course. Look at them go. I'm honestly kind of cheering on for him. Of course, as my man Bobby Hamilton's back in 3rd. We're gonna hopefully make a 1-2 finish here. Hopefully we'll be the one on top here. But Lance the Dragon Tamer trying to make a move on Bobby, but Bobby's really fast today. I wonder if he brought that chassis known as Freak for this race. I wonder if he brought Freak for this race.
Car high.
Because that chassis was notorious for being extremely good at super speedways at the time for Bobby Hamilton's team. Yeah, there's a whole video on that chassis too for some. I think it was Brock Beard that made that video. I think it was, but there was a video about that whole chassis specifically. Freak, but it wasn't Bobby. I don't think he ran it that much. Definitely, I think he was like more for like the other drivers on his team at the time that ran that truck, that chassis specifically. But it ran really, really well in these super speedways, especially when it was this team that was at the helm. But we're leading still. Of course, our final pit stop is going to be a splash and go.
Watch out, you're leaking brake fluid.
Uh-oh. That's going to make our pit entry a little tricky. We're leaking brake fluid apparently, according to our crew chief there. So that's going to be really interesting to see how we're going to able to tackle this final pit stop here, because we're going to need that final pit stop if we're leaking brake fluid. That's not exactly what I wanted to see. As long as it's not power steering, we're going to be really in trouble of trying to turn this thing. And I caught my guard off. I was caught off guard. Bobby Hamilton just made an absolute, just duns us on the inside. Well done, sir. That's the Bobby Hamilton I know and love. There you go. He's leading the race now. So maybe we can just work with our man here for the final stint of this race and just make it just be settled between the two of us here. Reminiscences of our NASCAR Thunder 2000 playthrough, anyway. Except it was Kenny Wallace in that 55 car and not Bobby, sadly. You'll have to wait for another year for that. Uh-oh, slow truck might be in the way. I didn't even see him in this camera angle. Randy McDonald with your weird strategy once again. I didn't even see Randy McDonald down there. I didn't even know he was out on the back of the track. My goodness, but yeah, literally we're the dynamic duo is back, albeit in different rides. I'm in a Ford, he's in a Dodge. I wish I could change manufacturers in this game. I would choose back to, like, I would honestly choose Dodge every time for trucks. This is why I'm excited for Ram to come back in NASCAR. I'm very excited for Ram to be in NASCAR. I know it's not technically Dodge anymore, but I'm still gonna call it Dodge. I know Ram is its own thing now, but I'm still calling it Dodge Ram. I would love that. If I were to choose like a truck that I would actually want to own, like I'm a Chevy guy, right? I love the Chevys. I love like the Camaros. I love like the Monte Carlo. I drove an Impala once before I got my Mazda anyway, my Mazda RX-8 that I currently own. But if I were to own a truck, I would take a Dodge, like an old Dodge Ram every time, like a mid-thousands Ram or even like a newer Ram like today. But the problem is with buying a truck is extremely expensive. So
The leader's going into the pit.
actually now would be a good time to come down the pit road ourselves. Oh, we cannot stop. We cannot stop. Holy crap, we did not stop.
5 laps to go.
We could not stop. We have to serve 15 seconds for a black flag. Oh, no. The brake fluid. Darn it. I didn't even think the brakes were gonna not work that badly, and we're stuck on pit road. Oh, there's calamity on pit road. What's going on here? That is not what I want to see at all. And we're stuck in the middle of the pack now. We're gonna have to hustle our ass up to get back up there.
High. Clear. There's a wreck in turn 1.
We just passed turn 1. What do you mean there's a wreck? Either way, we're having about 4 laps to go in this race. Man, I didn't think the brakes were gonna be that bad. Holy crap. Like, I knew we were gonna have problems, but I didn't think they were gonna be that bad. Holy smokes. That sucks, guys. That really sucks. Sometimes racing can be a cruel world, man. Racing is a cruel world sometimes.
The 18 car is headed into the pits.
Presley's heading back down to the pits. Obviously, he was trying to go long, but he couldn't do it. So we're going to be back in 10th now. I mean, we're going to get a top 10 out of this, but I expected more, you know? I expected a lot more than what we had there. We should have had a chance for the win, man. I'm so upset. I'm so upset we didn't have a shot to win. And we have our rival in front of us, too, John Wood. Get out of my way, John. Seriously. Like, you caused me so much problems last season, dude. Like fuck off. Like, get out of my way, dude. We're P7. I don't even know if this is for P6, and it is. There's a lot of fantasy trucks lying around up here. I think that's the top 5 up there. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. So I'm disappointed. I really am disappointed. We should have had a chance to win this race, man. Last lap. We're not even gonna get a top 5.
Last lap.
We're not even gonna get a top 5 out of the awesome day we've had, man. Man, as I said, it's because of a mechanical failure that with the brakes that gave us that black flag. We're not going to be able to make up 2 seconds in 1 lap. I don't think it's gonna happen. Or sorry, 3 seconds actually. We're definitely not going to be able to catch up to them. We're actually catching up to the leaders, very slowly but surely. But dang, if it weren't for the brake failure there, like if I had known it was going to be that bad, like trying to stop that truck, I would have. You know, I would have had a chance to win there. I wouldn't say I would have won. I said I would have had a definite chance. Yeah, we're catching those guys too. Mother fricker. We're gonna come home in 6th.
Top 10. Can't complain about that.
And Bobby Donner wins by 2 seconds, by nearly 3 seconds over Bobby Hamilton. All right, so I guess that makes up for that Homestead thing I'd caused for him then as well. Darn it. Darn it, that's all I have to say about that. We're actually finished, of course, 6th. Yeah, darn it. I don't even know, man. Well, we made a lot of money though, even so, 44 grand, but I was expecting more. Racing is back in a big way this season, proven by the record crowd of enthusiastic fans at Daytona who showed up to watch Bobby Donner master the track and captured the checkered flag. In unlikely twist of events, I finished 6th. Well, I feel like we could have had more than what we had, though. Just doggone it, man. Travis Guapo the defending champ, starting all the way in the back, so he's got a lot of work to do to get back up there. And Setzer. Okay, well, I would say we could definitely lead a lap. I want to get rid of like one sponsor anyway. Place 20th or better. Well, I guess we could do that. We can get rid of the cake sponsorship, I suppose, or the qualified 20th or better. Yeah, we'll just get this one, the first lap car wax. Place 3rd or better in a race, lead the most laps. I don't think we're gonna be able to lead the most laps anyway right now, so we gotta do what we got for now. And yeah. We don't have enough money, I don't think, for what I want, and I'm really disappointed that I think we're just gonna be short because I was really relying on the suspension upgrade for this race coming up. Do we have enough? No, we don't. No, we don't. Oh boy, we do not. We do not. I am rather disappointed that we're like that. We're $16,000 worth of trade-in value, so we have to rely on the next race. So we'll have to move on and figure out what we're gonna do for Darlington. I really was relying on getting that sponsor, that suspension there for that race, but it's okay. We'll do what we got. I actually changed my mind. We're actually gonna get a suspension upgrade. I have thought about it. I am actually gonna get a suspension upgrade, but not the one I want, which I really couldn't wait another race, I'm afraid. So that means we're gonna be taking a bit of a risk here, and going for the lightweight option, which gives us a little bit more front and rear grip, and makes our truck weigh a whole lot less. It's gonna cost us $180,000. That's fine. But it's gonna make our truck a lot weaker than what it normally is. We're still gonna get the next suspension upgrade once we do, if and when we do get enough money for it. But I think for right now purposes, we're gonna keep with what we have here. It's a bit of a risk, I know. I was hoping to get the other one, but I really couldn't wait another race to get something taken care of. So we're gonna go back to Darlington this time for real with a brand new suspension. Guys, I gotta say that just by this lap, I only did one lap of practice. I think it was definitely worthwhile getting that suspension upgrade instead of the 350. It's a risk, as I said. It's gonna make the truck more fragile, though. I have not changed a single thing about this truck. That's how confident I am about it. This was the same setup as I had last season. I literally don't need any changes. Yeah, it's still loosey-goosey in 1 and 2, but if you nail it just right, these hills sing. But 3 and 4 is where it's at, though, for this thing. And whew, I think we got something cooking here. All right, back off. We go. Start our qualifying lap here at the Lady in Black herself, Darlington Speedway. I've actually been to Darlington before, but not for a race. I was there when I was a little kid, and we actually went to the Darlington Museum. There was a whole bunch of vintage race cars inside. It was an amazing experience. That is on my bucket list, though, to go to a Southern 500. Not the first Darlington race, the Southern 500, and that should be the throwback race, damn it. All right, as we start a one and only qualifying lap here, Dave, he's got to be careful of the loosey-goosiness in 1 and 2. Like, I barely even twitched the joystick there, but it just sticks so well. It just stuck so well. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah, this is literally going to be a glass cannon. This truck is now.
All right, let's see where we play.
Oh, wow. Look how fast that was. 105 difficulty, by the way. So it's not going to be as... I don't think it's not going to be as easy. I think Darlington will be an easy track for us, but I don't think like the likes of the other tracks coming up on the schedule is going to be like that. So we do get pole position here at Darlington, which is really awesome to see. I think that might be going to be one of our only poles we'll have this year, so we'll see.
Welcome to NASCAR's oldest super speedway, Darlington Raceway in South Carolina. I'm Alan Bestwick, the Lady in Black, the granddaddy of them all. Call it what you will, but Darlington is always one thing, a challenge. This unique mile-and-a-third egg-shaped oval has well earned the nickname, the track too tough to tame.
Too tough to train. Too tough to train. Too tough to tame. The Lady in Black, whatever you want to call it. Darlington is a fun track to even race and watch on. Not so much on NR 2003 because the track is just so narrow and you just cause so many incidents online. It's crazy, but this is a fun track to race on in other NASCAR games, and also fun to watch. I always love watching races at Darlington. It's one of the best races to go to all season long. I can't wait to see what this one has in store for us today. But hopefully no engine running rough thing happening again to us, or any other failures that may occur during the race like we did at Daytona, where I feel like we should have had a chance to win there, but the truck did not stop, and unfortunately we got ourselves a black flag. Because I did not think this truck was not going to stop that badly. I knew it was going to be bad. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. So we had no choice but to take a 15-second penalty under the pit cycle there. But we're going to put that behind us now, as we have 34 laps. We're going to have one pit stop here today. We're hoping to lead the pack all the way, coast to coast, as we are underway here at Darlington. We're starting next to our rival, too, John Wood. Gotta get rid of him. See you later. Goodbye. Hopefully we're just going to, with our newfound lightness, this glass cannon of a truck anyway, before we get the actual suspension upgrade. I might not even get another suspension upgrade, depending on how this goes. I might get a exhaust upgrade to get like a little extra oomph on some of the other tracks that we're going to come into in the future anyway. Problem is, it's just so expensive for what little value it's going to bring. So I might even just get the max best motor. I don't even know what we're going to do with our finances going forward. We lead the way over John Wood by 0.3 of a second that time. It's just so grippy in 1 and 2 now. It's actually ridiculous how awesome this truck is.
That was your best lap ever.
A sub 30. What? Yo. Tell me I cook without telling me I have cooked. We have cooked up a good one here today, I'll tell you that much. Look how well we're doing here. Yeah, honestly, this chalk is just crazy now. I'm so glad I got this upgrade. It was either to stick with what we had or use this. I'm just afraid of what going forward. Like, if we were to, like, wreck a truck, like, how bad is it going to be? Because the durability went to, like, 1.6 instead of 2 point something like it was before. So I'm a little nervous about in case we have to get into, like, a big scrap with, like, a wreck that we can't avoid. Is the truck going to blow up right away or no? That's the thing I'm worried about. Incredible. We have a 3.5 second lead over Bobby Donner. It's absolutely crazy. He was our winner of Daytona, so he's trying to go for 2 for 2 with Brendan Cohen right behind as well. So we got that going for they got that going for them, of course. But it's kind of weird. Like, our sponsorship was still there at the truck. I just noticed that's now our sponsor were gone in Daytona, but they came back for here. That was interesting. I'm not sure if you guys notices now, but our sponsors are back now. But for like Daytona, they were gone, but yeah, we were still being paid for what we have. So that's rather interesting. Yeah, I kind of kept the things the way they are because I just don't know how the season's going to be at the moment yet. It's a little too early for me to sign, like, brand new sponsors. Like, the sponsors are more like, oh, am I going to lead the most laps? Well, I think, let's be honest, we're going to lead the most laps here again, but what about the other tracks like Dover, where I think Dover was kind of difficult for us, and all the other tracks that are on the schedule coming up. So we got that to worry about, of course, as well. Of course, as always, I'll test and see if I'm going to be too powerful or not, so we'll find out then.
There's a wreck in turn 3.
Oh, we have heard there was a wreck in turn 3, but no caution has come out yet for said incident. I don't see any trucks sitting there or anything like that, so I guess it must have been something minor. I don't even see any tire tracks or anything like that. Is somebody in the pits? I don't see anybody, I don't think. No, I don't see anything, so I'm not sure what the crew chief or the spotter is talking about.
Okay, that's the halfway mark.
Halfway mark, and we're 6 seconds ahead of Brendan Gaughan. Yeah, so this race compared to Daytona has definitely been a lot less eventful, I would say, but we're going to come down pit road in about the next lap or so to go get our service being done, of course, for us. And just try to close this race out. I think the suspension upgrade, let's be honest, guys, we needed a suspension upgrade. But I wasn't going to wait until the 350 at that point. I was hoping to go get it that race. But we had to settle for this because of the amount of money that we earned from Daytona because of that unfortunate black flag that we've had. But we're going to come on down this time. Good to know our brakes actually work this time. Pit trigger, thank you. So we got what we got here. I don't want to make any changes whatsoever. We have I guess that must have been the truck that was out of the race, I guess. So we won't lead every single lap because I think it was like Presley that just took the lead there. There's the whole cavalry. There we go. That's the pit crew. There you go, buddy. Woo! All right. And away we go. We're gonna go back to the racing surface here, off the back straightaway. But wow, what a truck we have. Our truck was good at the first time we came here. Now it's just unstoppable here. And we just took the lead. Just one lap or two later. Some of these guys are trying to make their way out of the pits now. I don't think I've lapped anybody yet either, because everyone's still like close together. So we got that going, I suppose. I think that's what 105 is all about, is to get the like the slower trucks faster, and also the faster trucks slightly faster. Never mind, I see lap traffic ahead now. Just gotta make sure we be careful when passing these guys. We've not passed a single truck all race. So we gotta be careful what we got here. Had to go outside and then inside with these guys. Yeah, I can tell that even the other like fantasy trucks are are a lot faster now too, which is cool. I'm glad they're faster anyway.
The yellow's out.
Oh, we have a yellow flag that just came out. That's going to bring the whole field back up together as we're putting more and more trucks a lap down here. How many laps to go? Well, it's going to be like about a lap or two shootout, I would say. This is our first yellow of the season so far.
Pace car is out.
Pace car is out indeed. Oh, we're going to let Dick Blaha be on the lead lap. Go ahead, buddy. You're the GOAT. Go ahead. This kind of reminds me of the NASCAR Thunder 2000 finale, where it's just one driver leading them all, and only the pit cycle is the difference there. So we'll wait until the race gets back on the green, I suppose.
The pace car is off.
Pace car is kind of coming down the field coming down the pit road now. We're gonna have a 4-lap dash to decide this race. We're racing against our rival once again, John Wood. The field's kind of spread out though between like all like most of the fancy trucks and the normal trucks here at the field. I think I just saw Travis Quapple come back down pit road again earlier. Yeah, he's down to 26. I'm not sure what's going on there, but he's got 4 laps to try to get back to where he was, I suppose. Not having a good start to the season for our defending champ there. And John Wood has some damage. We're back to they should have put us in the wrong gear, and they put the AI in the wrong gear too. That's not good for them, as we just made a dash away all. I know it's not time yet for the holiday season, but we are dashing away, and yeah, that's what happens when you're in the wrong gear. Coming to the last lap here of this for our trying to get to our first actual win of the playthrough, not more of a. I mean, this will be our second career win because we got one at Texas, which I think that track's going to be a bit easier now for us now after all the stuff we have in this truck anyway, especially the suspension side. I might have to get that new upgrade suspension to the 351 just because it has more weight. But we're going to come across the start-finish line for this time here to get our second career rate win. Felt like we should have swept the episode, not going to lie, but we'll take a 6 and we'll take a win here in pretty much the most dominating fashion. Awesome sauce there. That was definitely worth the investment, I'll tell you that much. Even though we only have a 2-second gap of the win, that you gotta admit that was a pure dominating performance. Is this gonna turn into the Corey Haim simulator? Honestly, I hope not. I really hope not. Let's break down our winnings here, because we do have the qualified 20th or better. We also led a lap, so we got that going for us at least. So we got 75,000 just for that. Of course, we minus the expenses, and we got what we got. We win! We dazzled the crowd at Darlington and brought home a victory. While talking to reporters, I blurted out, basically, I own this track. I guess I do now. We lead the point standings now, so that's awesome to see. And it's just by over little of Bobby Dotter. Rick Crawford also got 2 top 5, so he'll be a threat for the title at some point. Pat Hurley is still in 7th in points. I am very proud of you, sir. Where's Quapple at? Quapple's down to 30th in points. Oh man, that's gonna be a long road ahead. But he'll have no problem getting a rep through the other fantasy trucks at least. Well, I think at some point we do actually have to start winning some more races anyway. So we'll actually get rid of the qualified top 20 or better and have that there, just so we can have something there. Maybe we can move some things around though too. Wait, no. We want to put you back here, and maybe the floor introduced there. Yeah, we'll have that there. We'll have the quickie lube over there now or so. I don't know if I want to lead the most laps in a whole race. I don't want to bite off more than we can chew, but I actually kind of want to, as a strategy, just because I feel like for Dover is not, or the other tracks we're probably not going to win. We're actually going to, I don't want to lock in this sponsor here because of the, I want to put some other sponsors here. So we're actually going to remove this one on purpose, leave that open. Let's see here. place 15th or better in the race. We'll get more and more different sponsors in a way, because we got this under contract here. We're gonna have this one under contract as well, and yeah, we're actually gonna leave this one. We're actually gonna get rid of this sponsor on purpose. Well, we almost got our money back at least. We got $252,000 in the bank now after what we ran at Darlington anyway, so definitely worthwhile we got the money that we got. Anyway, guys, if you liked the episode, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps with the channel quite a bit. And as always, we'll see you in the next one at NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. See you guys then.